Hey, Jalen.
Hey.
We just talked to Tyrion, and he mentioned y'all's link mentality.
Yeah.
Just, I guess, walk us through that, and what does that mean to you?
Let a naysayer know. I think it was something we built throughout the off season, and we came as one unit to try to think of something, a motto that I push our team. There's a lot of doubt that took place throughout the off season, and there's a lot of things that took place. And so that was one thing we came together as one group, one unit, to try to think of a motto. So that's one of our mottos this year.
Where we at, Nick? Raise your hands.
Hey, Jalen. You talked about post-game Isaiah Bond's hit. What edge have you seen from the receivers and their just approach this offseason, then obviously game one?
So it all came through our offseason grind. I think they're hungry. They came together as one unit. That's the key to any team, just coming together as one heartbeat. They come together hungry. Every play, we're talking in between series. And then another thing that took place, too, is that we're having fun. That's the one thing that, when you approach the field, you try to have as much fun as possible, but also being prepared. And so preparation throughout the week has allowed any success on any Saturday.
Chase?
On Saturday, you stood in the pocket a few times and showed a lot of patience. I think you took a pretty good lick on a touchdown pass. How do you approach knowing when to sit in the pocket and be patient versus when to bust it out and do your thing?
So I think it all comes down to trust. I trust the guys that are in front of me, that's protecting me every single day throughout the week. And then I know those guys are just pushing to be the best version of themselves every day. Our goal this year as a unit is just be the best version of ourselves each and every day. We approach practice, a game, no matter what it is. And so with throwing the ball at the quarterback position, it comes with trust, and I trust the offensive line that's in front of me.
Hey, Jalen, you talked extensively on Saturday about wanting to improve after you got a chance to rewatch the game. What were just your overall takeaways of your performance?
I think it was a start. It's a start for everything. And the one thing I want to do is just improve. That's the one thing that I wanted to do was appreciate the win, number one, but also look in the mirror and try to look at, hey, how can I be a better leader? How can I be a better passer? How can I be more efficient? So just overall, just trying to improve. And then I know and I trust the offensive staff to just push me every day to be the best version of myself. I trust Coach Reese to push me, and me and him are going to get together and try to improve.
Tony?
Now that the 24-hour rule is over, how excited are you about facing Texas? And then also, just what's the craziest, I guess, request or story you have from just your family heading into that game?
So speak about this week. It's very exciting. This is one of the reasons you come and play college football, for moments like this. When we know we have a tough matchup this week, and we're excited, But number one, we're going to focus on today, trying to improve and clean up the little details that we need to improve on. But to speak about this weekend, we're excited. We're ready to approach every day, try to get better. And I know the offensive staff has a great game plan ahead of us.
What are some ways you can work on reducing turnovers in the offseason or in practice on your own, either fumbles or interceptions?
Yeah, no doubt. That's one area I definitely want to improve on. Just to you protect the football. That's a key thing that you said. And no matter who it is at quarterback position, the biggest thing they want to do is protect the ball. And that's one thing that I want to improve on. But the biggest thing, you just have to have the next play mentality. No matter what play it is, no matter if it's a touchdown, a missed pass, no matter what it is, you gotta have that next play mentality. That's one thing I try to harp on this offseason when I train.
Joe?
Jalen, how confident are you walking up to the line and reading the defense and getting checks into the right place, getting Alabama into the right place?
To speak about, I think nervousness comes from lack of preparation. I think how I prepare throughout the week allows confidence on Saturdays, and also just that hunger to improve, just the meeting with the offensive staff, Coach Reese, and just speaking our game plan. I think that's key, just trying to be most prepared as possible and just approach every day, try to get 1% better.
I want to ask you about you personally the last week. I mean, I'm sure you were behind Bryce last year. What is it like? You start for Alabama. You got one of the biggest games of the year. You personally, I'm sure the whole world's seeing you now. It's got to be a thing that you trust the process, and now it's here.
I think the key thing is just trusting the process. I saw a great quarterback that was ahead of me. To speak about Bryce is my brother. He played outstanding while he was here. I'm learning a lot of great things from him. Great player. But the biggest thing about Bryce is a great person. But the biggest thing, like I said, was just trusting the process, trusting every moment. No matter a good day, a bad day, just learning and growing. That's key to any person that's trying to develop, and that's the biggest thing I want to do is constantly try to improve, try to be the best version I can while we're the crimson and white.
Just what sort of relationship did you build with Sark and Jeff Banks when you were recruited, by them when they were here?
Yeah, so during recruitment, Alabama was one of the schools I wanted to go to. And there were coaches that were here throughout the recruitment process, and great guys, great coaches, and, they recruited me here. But I love the team that we have and the coaches that we have here now.
Hey, Jalen, do you feel like you proved something personally to the naysayers this week? And what do you think maybe the team as a whole, if that's kind of y'all's mentality?
I think the biggest thing is being constantly hungry. Not worrying about proving anyone wrong, proving anybody right, just trying to get better. I think that's key, I play for my brothers that's with me wearing the crimson and white. That's what I play for. And I play for the coaching staff, and I play for the Alabama fan. That's what I really play for. And I just want to get better. I want to get better for everybody, and that's what the key.
Time for one or two more. Matt, have you had one? Okay, Matt, and then.
You'd mentioned after the game you had a Vince Young jersey growing up. Do you remember any of his career at Texas, or did you just sort of grow up seeing highlights?
So Vince Young is someone I did watch as far as his highlights, and then my family loved Vince Young. So growing up, I was a Vince Young fan. He was my first jersey that I bought, and I love Vince Young.
Tyrion spoke about how good it was to see you do well and prove the naysayers wrong, and then he called you his link brother. Just what is it the reverse way? How good was it to see him kind of come up on that first play and bat the ball away?
One thing about Tyrion, he's a huge competitor. Every day, how he approaches practice, his confidence level, the energy he brings to practice. So what was displayed on Saturday was all throughout the offseason. How he approached every single day, his hunger, his energy, his likability around the team. I think all around, it just came from the offseason grind. And he's a baller, and that's my brother. That's my best friend.
Thanks, sir. You done?
Roll Tide.